People have been hyping up Blangdmire with his new support being able to do consistent turn 4 kills. But is it truly that consistent? Let's find out in this top 8 match from WGP Singapore. Alright, we got top 8 WGP Singapore. This is this is gonna be an interesting one, I think. From what I've heard, it is the same Eva player that we had earlier on stream as well. So it's gonna be Eva versus Blangdmire. And actually, it's honestly a matchup that I'm not really too sure how it would play out. Just because, you know, it's pretty tough. Like, I think if Blangdmire goes first, they're very much favored. Let's get into it. We got ourselves a match here between Blangdmire and Eva. And looks like Eva is going first. That should make the matchup a little bit more in favor of Eva as well. Alright, so we're flipping up energy generator here. Rides up to grade 1. Gonna search research. Gonna go for the torrential energy immediately. So we got Gale Pact on the left playing Blangdmire, and LS playing Eva on the right. So let's see how this goes. Alright, sets the order. Maybe let's not put it on the generator. Alright, gonna get the Kaiju PG from the top 5. The only Kaiju hit though. So no Immigrant just yet. We see a discard dish here on the Blangdmire side. Gonna get the energy in immediately. Just oops. Get the energy and immediately use it after riding on that Tiscar. You get the draw from going second, and then the draw from the energy. Pretty good. Alright. Committing the Alchemist I quite like, as it usually confirms the damage, and you get a crit. Going to 2 already for Eva is pretty rough here, because especially if Gale Pact has the Vade Rock, they basically get to push out a whole board and then push good offensive play. And since the only 10Ks they have is the grade 3 Obscudade, it does make it a little bit tough. Okay, we're going for the double. So I noticed, like in Japan, I was the one doing this quite a lot, but I do find it kind of surprising how, looking at the rest of the world, a lot of people do just set double Kaiju research, go dig for the Imigrar very aggressively. Does find it, just gonna add it to hand, so one hit both times is fine. I mean, you're not overdoing it in terms of, you know, at least you're not whiffing, but that does mean that you're unable to resist retire, but in this matchup it doesn't really matter too much, since your stuff is getting bound anyway. And then it comes down to playing around to, you know, not commit the Imigrar too early. But actually in this situation it's fine because you're going first. So if you're going second, then you worry about the Blangdmire wiping out 2 rear guards, and then it gets a bit rough. But here, gonna just commit tri-lane. Pretty big opener here from LS on Eva. Do quite like it. We do see a Persona fly to the damage. Top card is gonna be a research. Ooh, and heals doesn't proc. So both players on 2 now. Alright. So we're gonna ride up and then get the top 3 cards, get 2 cards into Soul, so we get to put the crit to the bottom and draw a card. And of course, don't forget, I mean, maybe just draw the card first and then go for the... Okay, so they basically say, like, they dish this card, so let them have the energy gained and removed immediately. Whoa, they get a warning for it, damn, okay. I was wondering if they would do that. The judge is telling them, like, process everything. So there's your first coin of the yellow card coin. The warning right there. Ooh, it's a pretty... no Vade Rock. Yeah, I think if you can block this attack, it's actually much better. It's another discard for next turn, but you don't want to use the energy that much. You need to keep it for your... I guess next turn you're not going to use the energy, but... you know, you need 6 energy for turn 4, basically, so... being at 0 right now makes it a little bit tough. So if you keep Tiscaring every single turn, it might make things a little bit tough. Alright. Here we see top 5 from Blue Research Lab. Finds a great Obscudade, which is not bad. I mean, you get yourself the stat stick on board. Get a good attacker. Get a deck thin. As always, appreciated. Gonna use Eva's Act skill here, top 3. Don't really know what's in their hand, but against Blangdmire, you always want to have Freezing Wave. It's very important to be able to deal with their Divine Skill turn. All right, I'm gonna use the Migrar here, go into the Poison Paradise Eva. And then you get to search out your research as well. Damn, they really do have to go through the motions of shuffle first and then use the effect. I guess it is what it is. So Blue research lab for next turn. Good little setup. And then you're also getting, I mean, the, you know, just good tempo overall going first. I think if you're Eva, you definitely want to push Blangdmire to 4 here, just to be able to have the pressure next turn. If you like blue lab into grade 3 Obscudate, you can basically do like swing with 2 crit, swing Vanguard with crit pressure, call another 2 crit attacker, check a crit in the last rear, you know, the usual good stuff. You're going to see the Radiabilio once again. So it's going to be a huge booster. So I'm going to use Blue Research Lab here, rest 3 and target the Vanguard, I think, for the 5k, or have they not committed? Yeah, okay. It is going to be Vanguard. So now we got pretty good power columns overall, not overdoing it with like, you know, forced overcalling stuff. Just going for 3 swings here. I think it's fine. Like at the end of the day, Eva's got her pressure. So what? 23 on Eva. You got yourself huge Obscudate column there with the Radiabilio. You're really just pushing the extent of that column to the max. Ooh, this is a once pass. 30 against 23. You might want to give another 5k to give that a 2. Otherwise, might be a no. Okay, they forgot about the Blue Research Lab. Okay. It's not the end of the world. Ooh, gonna actually ditch the Tiscar, so understandable. Radiabilio number 2. That's gonna be big. That will be pretty big. Alright, so now, yeah, you can swing with the other Obscudate here. So you got 28k column. So another 20k shield, and the Obscudate is absolutely huge. Ooh, Vadrock, you would have liked that. This is a massive one, so... Ooh, gonna use the effect crit. That is the one, the crit gainer one. So that puts you to 35, 50. Does take quite a bit to recover from, but... Alright, now Blangdmire turn 3. What's good is that LS actually has back row targets to put to bind without losing the Obscudates, which is very nice. Like, you also drive check that Radiabilio to recover it, or like replace it, I guess. Ooh. Did he ditch the... Damn, ditch the effect heal for that? Damn, okay. Ooh, we see the Colossus in there. Gonna use the effect immediately, but first you gotta... You probably should resolve them one at a time. So let the Colossus hit the soul first, do your shuffle and draw, and then process the Colossus and do your draw. What is the proper time to charge energy? Start of right phase. So, like, stand and draw, and then charge. I think it was start of right phase, right? It's not start of stand and draw phase, right? Yeah, that is wavy loss in the left column, so it was cut for the longest time. Will we see Vadrock come out? Also has the grade 1 that turns off intercept, which is actually very big in this matchup. That actually sways the matchup into Blangdmire's favor a little bit. A fair bit, technically. Because now you don't have a shield to deal with the Divine Skill turn. Which is pretty important. Alrighty. Alright. We're gonna go into battle here. This is gonna be... So the Vadrock doesn't have any power yet until you swing with the Blangdmire. So not gonna go for the... Oh, I didn't reveal everything for Zamug? Man. Okay, giving up the grade 2 Obscudate here, so choosing to protect the back row. Especially the Radiabilio, I guess, is your strongest booster. I guess your soul might be a bit sus in terms of running out of it. So, gonna bind the grade 2 Obscudate and the wavy loss there. And then gonna have the 15k boost. So this will be 38 on the Blangdmire. It's pretty good. Alright. Blank. Front. Front is good just for pushing. Gets the front back too. That's also pretty good. You do definitely, like, if you're Blangdmire, if you can push Eva to 4 here, you're in a pretty good position to potentially win next turn as long as you save the energy for the doubles the move. But that is the important point. I don't think you use it there. I don't think you use it there. I think you save it. I do think you should have saved it there. Because the 25k on the defensive front doesn't really make a big difference, so you're just asking for a 5k. I think I would have saved that energy for doubles the moon. I guess it doesn't hit otherwise, but I would have rather just... Oh, because it doesn't hit rear either. Ah, never mind. For a second I was like, oh, could have swung rear, but the obfuscate is 25 because of the front, right? So, I guess... I don't know. The 5k feels a bit negligible, but I guess it's fine. Alright, back to Eva though. Eva managed to pull through on 3 damage. Not too bad. Active on your opponent's turn moment. For sure. For sure, for sure. Dun, 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 dun. Not having booster reset order kind of rough in this matchup. Yeah, especially for pushing numbers, right? But we're here on the Eva Persona right turn finally. So they do got Combine Rusher up as well. Persona right activated. So at least you got the Combine Rusher in rotation now, which is good. Now I guess they have a... Oh, the Secondal's pretty good for once you need to... Oh, but it looks like they actually have quite a lot of Evas out. Are they gonna call the Eva just to overcall her? Alright, this is a pretty strong board. I think calling the Eva is alright. You don't really wanna... I mean, you could ride her if you predict yourself to get completely damaged tonight next turn. But chances are one of these attacks will hit you first and you can just take that and then stay on 4. Ooh, okay. Gale Pact is guarding the first Eva swing, so Eva's gonna stay in heal range, meaning that if you heal down to... If you're healing down to 2, which there's definitely a non-zero chance of that happening. I don't know if... I mean, Blangdmire can definitely kill from 2, but I don't think you can kill squishy decks from 2. I don't think you can kill tanky decks like Eva from 2. That might be a little tough. That might be a little tough. Yeah, they did forget to activate Blue Research Lab. But I think they're saving Soul for Radiabilio, so that just means they're not prioritizing Freezing Wave here. Was that Poison Cold from Lab? No, they called it from hand, just because they drew into a Secondal, so they can just put her back. So she's not really doing too much in hand, I guess. Although it's like if you damage check her. Front, that's huge. All right, we pause as the judges put the dice down. Second check. That is a heal. Heal down to 2. That's big. That might be what puts Eva into top 4 here. This is great to obfuscate here, coming in with 20, 30, 50, 8th. Gonna use the effect here. Soul Blast 1. 60, 73? If I'm not mistaken, I think. 20, 30, 40, 50, 58. 68, 73, yeah, 73, god damn! And then Combine Rusher here, 20, 30, 38, and not using this one? Okay, swung big first. Ooh, okay, Blangdmire gonna go to 5. Eva suddenly looking good in this top 8 match. Gonna go right back down to the original Eva, and the dice will go. If Gale Pack can get another one of the grade 1 that steals intercept down, that would be pretty good. That would be pretty good. All right, so that was the reveal from... Oh, where's the energy? Did they forget to gain it? Is that where the second yellow dice comes from? Did not reveal again. The second coin. Scary. I do want to know how many coins you need to amass to lose. Like, how many coins is it to, like, to the point that it upgrades? Yeah, what happens if they get 3 coins? I'm also curious. All right, Zamug number 2. 1, 2, 3. Gonna choose to put all... How many? All 3? Okay. If you get 10 coins, you get max speed like Mario Kart. They just become faster. Oh, there we go. The booster, grade 2. Gonna search the order and set it. That deck is getting pretty thin though. 100 coins to get a castle secret star. Oh my god. Alright, so it's gonna be a big turn for Blangdmire. Again, I don't think it'll kill. Thanks. Me personally, I love DF videos. Thank you, brother. Love you too. Alright, so only 3 energy for the Zamoogs here, so that does mean that you lose out on like the maximum push that this turn could have. So it's gonna be an easy guard, just a 20k. Obscurate's gonna do his job. No stress. Alright, so that's the face down bind. It's like oddly close to the deck, so I'm a little worried. Alright. Binds the 2 grade 1s there. Gonna CB1 for the Alchemist to restand. Become an Evo fan from Deer Days and our Twin Drive. Good. Yeah, it was fun. And she's in top 8. She's doing good. So, Divine Skill activation, I assume will pop off here. So what? Blangdmire is 23, 33, 43, 48, 63. No, I don't run Wavy Loss in my current list. In Evo. 63k with a crit, Divine Skill. We can't use Freezing Wave because no rested orders. Pretty rough. Ooh, sees the... Oh! This is big. Now both columns can be 2 crit. Actually, it doesn't even matter. Oh, never mind. Yeah, it doesn't matter. They go to 5. Does Blangdmire actually get this? The 23 helps, but it's not everything. This Zamoog is coming in hot. It's like 20, 30, 40, 50, 65 on the 23. So you need like, what, 45k shield? Damn. It's big. It's big. Coming in hot. Yeah, this might be tough. No PGs this turn. Alright, there's 40 shield. You need 5 more. Who did PGs in hand really don't help. I mean, you got the Combined Rusher. This is the crit 2 attack, so you definitely gotta guard this one. Combined Rusher should be enough, no? You're 23, 43, 63, go to... Because the last attack is what? 33? So just a 15 actually. Might be guardable. I can't see what the rest of the hand is. It looks like there's quite a few orders in that hand. Wait, am I missing a number here? 20, 30, 40, 50. Oh, it's 65. Never mind. 65. No, wait. Yeah, 44. Didn't he overguard? Am I bugging? I'm pretty sure he overguarded, no? You're 23, right? And that Zamoog is 20, 30, 40, 50. Plus 15 shield, or plus 15 boost, right? So 65. You're 23. So you go, yeah, this is 44, 43, 63. And 65, right? Okay, they're arguing about numbers. Did we forget a power? Yeah, I think this should be enough, and then he has the 15 from the heal to survive, I think. Because I think the Zamoog is only 33. Yeah, and this is exactly enough. Yeah. We live in! We live in! Let's go. Good stuff. Alright. Looks like Eva takes it. Pretty likely. Pretty likely here. I mean, we don't really know the hand quality for Gale Pact. So if Gale Pact's got enough to block this. There is just a Condole that can put the Eva back here, which I think it just did. Yeah, Blangdmire's hand is pretty big, so if you can survive it, you don't have the CB, but I mean, the scaling from Vaderock is just insane, so if you can just get a Vaderock down, it'll be pretty crazy. What did the Levidress player do to get game lost? They activated the Vanguard booster to give something the back row attack, which, like, I think even if they didn't do it, they would have won the game. But because they did it and then attacked with that thing that won them the game, they used it on a board where their opponent didn't have any markers on it. And your opponent has to have a marker on board for you to be able to use that effect. So they're not allowed to they're not allowed to activate that part of the effect to give the back row attack. He gets the secondal off that too, just to definitely be sure he can get the Eva back if necessary. Yeah, that's big. The second secondal showing its good effort. Did he miss time for Migrar here? Did he? For the revive? If he already set an order, then yeah, it's too late. I was responding to chat, so I didn't notice when the thing came out. If you mean like now, then yes. But if you already called it out before, then no. Then we're chilling. No? Cool. Then we good. Alright. Now it comes down to how much soul you have. Gonna soul blast out the Migrar. I think he was trying to use base Eva skill for a while. Oh, I see. Is the Infinity Eyes marker mandatory to use on your opponent's board when they swing? It's choose. You can always choose if you want to remove it or not. Set blue, call secondal, resolve Migrar is illegal. Is that what happened? I'll rewind afterwards, but for now it's okay. Alright, so 5 damage. You've got some good attacks. Still some soul to use for... Ooh! Wait, Blangdmire's deck is also very low. Gale Pack's pretty low on deck size, so... pretty tough. Okay, it's gonna be just the 30. So front will guard it. Didn't use the radiability. I feel like you could have just to force out more shield, but I guess it's fine. Don't forget to bind the Eva. Don't forget to bind the Eva. Leveragers has been performing pretty well in Japan lately too. It's been on a come up. So it's more just like order splits, I guess. But CB is definitely pretty tight in that deck. Alright, Eva gonna be coming in here. Does have Persona active. So she's 28 with the boost, 36. Gonna call the grade 3 Obscurate here. Gonna get the crit and the 5k. So Eva should be getting another 5k, so she'll go to 41. And then you still have soul for the radiability, which is good. We like. Yeah, next turn is definitely Blangdmire's last turn with the amount of cards in deck here. Ooh, crit! Both swings are now going in for 2 damage. Gale Pack's hand is okay though. It's more what they can do next turn if they do get to it with the deck size. Second check. Ooh! Crit on both sides. I mean, technically it already was a crit on both sides, but I got the power up too. Pretty good, pretty good. Is that guy losing when they draw their last card or when they try to draw with no cards in deck? Is literally the moment the last card of your deck leaves the deck, that's immediately when you lose. So the moment you draw the last card. No matter what timing it is. So unlike other games where it's like only in draw phase or like, you know, like in Pokemon you can deck out during your turn, draw from a 0 card deck, and then use an effect to put back cards to the deck, and then as long as at the start of the next draw phase you're not at 0, it's fine. But Vanguard is very strictly like the moment it hits 0, loss. Still think that rule is whack? At least it's easy to understand, the Vanguard one at least. I remember at the beginning of Vanguard when it first came out, a lot of people used to like argue, like, no, that's not the rule, it's the Yu-Gi-Oh rules, we should follow the Yu-Gi-Oh rules. But then Bouchard, I remember, just like put out a statement, I think, on their Facebook or whatever, and then people listened to it. Alright, so Gale Pack survived, but with the amount of cards in deck, like, you can choose not to draw, I guess, from the Blangdmire effect. Ooh, no Vadrox! No Vadrox is pretty tough. Vadrox is definitely a big carry, especially now the PGs are back, and we know LS has like a lot of PGs in hand. 3 attack turn is pretty easy to guard for Eva. Now that they're here. You never get to use your bottom card in Vanguard? Not really. Yeah, Vadrox power would be insane here if they had it. Unfortunately, they don't. OT might not be making the big difference though. Blue OT comes through, gonna give the crit and 100 mil to the Zamug on the right. Gonna get the front back to hand, or not, deciding. Does this really make a difference though? I do think LS has, yeah, they do have more PGs. Although they only have 1 more PG, I guess, so. Oh, on the crit! So you have to hard guard the other side and then like PG the OT side. I am curious about how many cards in deck are in Gale Packs deck there. Gonna swing with OT power. Ask for the other one. Other one I think isn't actually that big. It's like 35? If you use the effect, it's 40, I think. No, you can't use the effect because as long as Zamoog has 2 crit, you cannot use the effect anymore. Its effect can only be used if you have 1 base crit. If you have 1 crit on Zamoog. So it's actually locked right now at 35, so it's pretty easy to guard. It's 15k in the Obscudate. Unless the intercept is locked? No, it's not. This turn we're fine. So I think, I mean, I'm pretty sure I saw an OT in hand and a PG in hand on LS's hand, so pretty sure they're safe. That crit placement wrong then, objectively speaking. It's kind of debatable, but I mean, doesn't make a big difference. They do basically survive. Should give power to booster. Yep. I mean, power doesn't matter, the crit to booster. And yeah, that was the last card in Gale Pack's deck. So LS takes it with Eva to top 4. All right, my first prediction. I think it was a very close match between these 2 decks. And I do think whoever goes first is very heavily favored. So they showed us a good game. And that was the top 8 game. So after this, we'll have top 4 of WGP Singapore, and we'll see. Eva's gonna have to fight into the sea of Night Roses and Leonorns that are waiting for it in the rest of the top 8.